First of all, Qui-Gon Jinn would have been more like a father figure to him instead of Obi-Wan that was more like the old brother figure. And Qui-Gon had more experience as a master, and he would have been able to train him better and stuff. Anyway, the whole story seems very interesting because.
Well, I mean, that's probably true.
Hmm. Yeah, I
But
fucking.
you would need somebody who knew what the fuck they were doing to be able to. I mean, nothing against fucking what's his fuck, but.
Obi-Wan?
Sorry, my fucking YouTube is taking a while.
No, it's okay, baby, don't worry. Hmm. But yeah, I fucking hear you. And at the end, I don't remember all part of the story, but it was really cool because it showed you a different Anakin, one more mature, more well trained, more centered, you know? At the point that, for example, when they came to the end of the Revenge of the Sith, not at the end, but with the part when they fucking go to capture the Chancellor, he would have been wise enough to calm Mace Windu to say, "Hey, let's not rush into the Chancellor. Let's gather everybody and we go fight him together." So they wait until everybody comes down, Yoda, Qui-Gon, and all the people.
Well, I'll tell you, the younglings wouldn't have fucking been slaughtered.
Hmm. Yeah, but this was the part that I actually enjoyed. Was that he said that that in the beginning of the story, instead of Qui-Gon dying, the one who died was Obi-Wan, and he lost his balance and fell to the fucking hole, to the same one that Darth Maul falls. And at the end, well, they this guy makes Darth Maul and Obi-Wan appear again, but both became Sith. You know, they both were like apprentices from the fucking Emperor, and I was like, you fucking what? And then I
Wait,
remember
say that again?
in the fan fiction story, you know, I told you at the beginning, it's Obi-Wan the one who supposedly died, and Darth Maul also fucking died because he fell to the hole, the same hole that Obi-Wan fell. And at the end, when these guys go to face the Emperor, I mean the Palpatine, he has two new apprentices. One of them is Maul, and the other one is Obi-Wan. Those the two like survived the boat.
Why would it be Obi-Wan? Why would he have gone to the dark side?
Okay, here's the deal. Remember, I told you that in the Clone Wars they basically gave more importance to Maul. You know that he survived the fucking fight with Obi-Wan, and he was like half robot and he was crazy. Remember? What I'm assuming is like the same way that Maul survived to that. The same shit happened to Obi-Wan, and he got drive crazy because you have to remember at that time he was just a Padawan, and he got corrupted, so he was like half robot too, and corrupted. So basically, we could think that the fucking Palpatine find those two, and he decided to use them. You know?
Is it fucked up that I can't accept that? I
No,
can't accept the thought of Obi-Wan being the one that would fucking, like,
fall to the dark side.
turn. Yeah.
That's totally fine. I mean, this is just a fanfic, so fuck that.
I would need more reasoning behind it. Even if you're driven crazy, if you have a fucking moral compass and a philosophy and all this shit, what the fuck? What are you saying that like Obi-Wan is like not strong-minded enough to fucking have like not not have turned? I can't wrap my head around that.
Yeah, he is strong as an adult, but you also have to remember when the fucking Clone War, when the fucking Phantom Menace took place, he was still just a Padawan, and he was like what, like 28, maybe no, 18, maybe 20 years old. So if he would have fallen that time, maybe he could have been corrupted, but not when he's an adult. No, he's super strong-minded. I mean, even in the fucking Clone Wars, you can see that because Obi-Wan has this whole storyline with the Duchess of Mandalore, and you know that she was in love with him, and that Obi-Wan had feelings for her,
He didn't do it, yeah.
but he just stayed with the Jedi because that was the fucking his fucking way.
And
And
that's what I'm saying, because of those stories, knowing how strong minded and strong willed he is, I can't imagine that he would be able.
you don't mind a little
Do it.
spoiler about the Clone Wars, right? Because I know maybe you're never gonna see it, but I can tell you about it. You can see this in Obi-Wan because at some point, fucking Darth Maul, when it's in the story when it's back, he tries to lure Obi-Wan because he wants to get revenge from him. Okay, and
Wait, why am I looking at a white Darth Maul? Who is this guy?
oh no, this is one of the skins that I wanted to buy because we have this one that is like the standard, but I want to buy one of the other ones. You have this one that I don't want to buy because it's the same dude but white, so I'm gonna be called racist if I get this one. So I'm divided between the fucking Cthulhu that I already have it as a rebel, the fucking Sabrak that is basically Darth Maul, and this guy that is like weak. Why? Never seen those guys. Oh no, yeah, I've seen them in
Okay.
the. Mm-hmm.
I like the squid face.
The
The
Cthulhu
other
one.
guy looks like he has fucking gonorrhea on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has an STD.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, and this is the one that I have in and how's this shit called in the rebellion era. So yeah, I'm gonna get
I
this.
like to imagine that this squid guy like squeals like a little girl. Then he makes super cute squid noises.
Oh yeah, I know. Okay, let me fucking find it.
Okay, so back to Obi-Wan, the
Okay.
Clone Wars.
Uh huh. Yeah, at some point, as I said, Maul wants to set it a trap to him because he wants revenge and shit, and he captures the Duchess. Obi-Wan's trying to save her, but he fails.
Wait. Why does Darth Maul want revenge?
Because Obi-Wan was the one who killed him in the Phantom
Okay, so this
Menace.
is after he's. Now, is this in fanfic? Okay, I'm fucking confused
No,
here.
no, no. I'm talking about the official, about the Clone Wars series. The Darth Maul's
So who wants revenge?
Darth Maul.
But you said he killed him, so why does he want revenge?
No, 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 Darth Maul. Remember when in the movie in the Phantom Menace, Obi-Wan cut it in half and he left him for dead?
Yes.
Well, he survived that, so he came back during the Clone Wars and wanted revenge. He wanted revenge from Obi-Wan
Okay,
because,
that's the bit of information that I needed that he survived. I'm like, what is happening?
but
Okay.
I told you that he survived. Well, a long time when I started watching the show, because I told you that one of the things we used to talk. Remember, it was that whole.
How do you survive being cut in half?
That's what I'm saying. When the brother Darth Maul found him, he saw that this guy was like attached to like a fucking robot spider. So it was his upper half, and the bottom half was a mechanical spider. And apparently, he got trapped in with some fucking biomechanic shit, and he helped him survive. But at the same time, it drive him crazy, and he ended up in a fucking space junkyard. I mean, they don't explain you how he ended up there.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Why?
So Obi-Wan cuts the dude in half and he thinks he's fucking dead. And then he fucking gets attached to a fucking robotic spider and he's in a junkyard. It just sounds like the most fucking insanely made up shit that I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, okay, anyway.
Okay, let me look for a reason because maybe there's a more clear explanation because in the show they don't tell you exactly how Darth Maul went through being cut in half to showing up in the fucking robot thing. So just give me a minute to.
Well, you can explain that to me later. Just So
Mm-hmm.
he wants revenge on Obi-Wan.
Yeah. And what it does is like, um, fuck. He captured this Duchess that Obi-Wan have a thing with him, and he tries to save her, but he fails. And then he fucking Darth Maul kills her in front of him. Just to try
Oh,
to,
that'll do it.
yeah. But and that's the thing that will do it to most people. But Obi-Wan, instead of getting mad at Maul and wanting to kill her and going to rage, he just stays. He just grabs her and see her die. And of course, when she's dying, she tell him that she's still in love with him. And he just stayed there like mourning her. He doesn't let it. He doesn't go to the angry. He just stays focusing on her, and that kind of disappoints a bit more because Maul maybe we was expecting to him to become enraged and fall to the dark side. No, he didn't give a fuck about that. He was just mourning his loss. He was focused on the person he lost. And that's what I'm saying. That's how you can see he has such a strength of character and all the control. And that's what I think he would have never fallen to the dark side, because
That's
that
what I'm saying.
that's the fucking moment to say, okay, you're gonna fall to the dark side because somebody killed the person you
That
love
would
the
have been the
most.
moment he would have done it.
Hmm. So, yep, you know.
I mean, it's a cool fan fiction idea. I don't agree with it. My
Hmm.
brain can't accept that that would be what would happen.
Uh huh. Yep. Can you hear the Squidwards making? Oh no, you never got the audio of this stuff.
No. And this headset doesn't pick it. Like, the audio is very quiet.
Hmm. Okay, so the here's the explanation to this shit. Well, I guess. Okay. It says it's actually rather easy, safe features. Naboo tubes had sensors in case a worker fell into them and forced Ned to catch them. They then provide automated first aid and resting back the healing tank. The reception caused by the drone invasion after the. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me read it first and then. Okay, so this is the explanation they're giving. Well, this guy fell through that huge fucking hole, you know? Supposedly, there are people that work in this shit and has, how the shit called? Safety measures in case.
I would
Oh,
say, like, safety protocol,
mm-hmm.
yeah, for the
Uh,
workers.
yeah, so part of the protocols is like force net, like energy nets in case somebody falls. And they also take them into this fucking Bacta tank. Remember the Bacta tanks? It's basically, remember that shit where Luke Skywalker was floating in the Empire Strike Back, and it was the thing they used to heal the wounds?
Mm-hmm.
That's a Bacta tank. Bacta? See, yeah, Bacta tank. So he basically got rescued by one of these nets and taken into a Bacta tank. But what happened? The reason he didn't die because of the wounds, it says because Maul focused onto his hatred towards Obi-Wan, and he used the dark side to keep himself alive until he got rescued. It kind of makes sense because it's what happened to fucking Anakin when he got cut in half by Obi-Wan and he got burned and he still survived. So this So, but then what happened then? Then the fucking Clone Wars started, and the fucking droids started invading all these fucking planets. So they probably invaded Naboo, and they fucking totally forgot about what all the fucking shit that happened there, and it got discarded into the junk. And all these fucking planets just put their junks in giant spaceship, and they just have like this one planet. I don't remember the name. I just read it, but fuck, I don't want to grab my phone again. This big planet, there is like a giant junkyard, and that's when he got discarded. And apparently, he was able to rebuild himself with the fucking scraps where he make the leg, but then with all this fucking trauma going through him, he fucking ended up going crazy, you know? And that's probably why he ended up being like looking like a fucking robotic spider when it's found by his brother. So okay, so that will like, make sense because that's what I was, when you said it. How the fuck did he survive that? I was like, oh wait, they didn't tell you this in the show, so I needed to read it too. So yeah, that will make much more sense. Uh-huh. Okay, so before I stop the streaming because you helped me with the solder, um, I don't know if you want to help. Maybe I can buy one of these. No, I'm not gonna buy the ones. The Lando pimp fucking chulo there. No. Nah, I don't know. I like the one he has, the General Lando, because that's the look of the Return of the Jedi. Because the other two are, the one from the
Yeah,
Empire
the
Strike.
Administrator and the General were the good ones. I don't like the rest of them.
Yeah, and the Skiff, the armor. No, I'm just gonna keep the General. I like that one. This one I know it's the original one from the Empire Strike Back, but I don't like it. I like more that one. Who else I have that I can buy a new skin? Fuck, I don't know. Oh, this one is ridiculous. The General Grievous. It has three because it's like you have like the normal one. How the fuck? And you have the his burn, and this is more destroyed. So it's like, no, I don't like those. Anyway, and I don't think I have any other that I can buy right now. Oh, the Chewy ones. You have the normal Chewy. You have the Chewy that is wounded. It has like some bandages in the arm. And then you have this one. How you think Chewy look in this one?
The wounded one, he looks like he's missing a swastika on that fucking arm thing.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Oh my god, and the stupid glasses.
Oh yeah, you're right. You look like a fucking. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's obviously missing his SS fucking uniform, but it
Mm-hmm.
looks like a Nazi fucking armband.
Yeah,
No, I
indeed.
don't like the glasses ones either.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it with the original then. I don't know what other characters do have. No, fucking Boba Fett doesn't have. This fucker doesn't have. Darth Vader doesn't have. I already have the Hugh Hefner for the Emperor. The Han Solo one, we already saw them. I don't know. The Luke, Leia, I think we saw them all.
What the fuck is the second guy?
What second guy?
Between Chewie and Boba Fett.
Ah, Bosk.
The fuck is that?
This is a bounty hunter.
Okay, why do I not know who he is?
Because in the original movies, especially in the Empire Strike Back, He's just standing there. He's not even an important character back then. You remember that scene when the first time we see Boba Fett in the movies is when, you know, when Han and Leia and Chewie are hiding in the debris, in the asteroids and the debris before going to see Lando, and Darth Vader is walking in front of a bunch of bounty hunters, and he's telling them to find the Millennium Falcon, and that's when we see Boba Fett on the first time. This guy was one of the bounty hunters that's standing there, you know. But it was just one of them. But in the movie they don't. The only one who actually does something is Boba Fett. But this guy, they actually added it in the fucking Clone Wars, and it gave him like a more back deep down story. Even at some point, this guy was partnered with Boba Fett and with another crew of bounty hunters when Boba Fett was still young. After Jango Fett get killed, his father, and he gets like adopted into a crew of bounty hunters. They are the ones who taught him how to be a bounty hunter. This guy was in that crew. So that's why fucking Boba Fett and he know each other. So yeah, kind of they add them for like, we need evil guys, because if you think you don't have too many evil guys to add here, and you had too many fucking heroes. So they just had them as a refill, if you want to call it. hmm Or maybe I can. I was thinking maybe I can buy Christopher Lee his pajamas, but I don't know. I don't like it. It looks super weird in his pajamas. Look, ooh, I'm the bad guy, but I'm wearing pajamas.
He's an old guy who wants to be chill.
hmm And this other one, I don't know. I don't like it. That's what I just at the end I just stay with the regular one. Okay, yeah, it looks more cool like this.
The fucking dark ritual one, like from the front, he looks like some asshole that's like, you know how they always like to show like white people like that are going to their tennis club and they have like a sweater wrapped around their neck.
hmm
That's what those two silver pieces look like that you can't see all of it, but like he's got a sweater around his neck.
Yeah, you're right.
He's about to go play some tennis.
hmm Yeah, it looks ridiculous like that.
Why have I never noticed that his fucking handle to his lightsaber is curved?
I don't know. That's one of the things that is very characteristic of him.
I guess because I fucking hated all those movies.
The prequels.
Like when they fucking introduced like Grievous and shit, I was like, oh look, it's okay. I'm like, first I was pissed off that a goddamn robot had a cough. Then I was pissed off that like I was like, so what? They fucking created this motherfucker just so they could be like, oh look, he's got 4 lightsabers. And then Josh's brother explained background stories to me, and I was like, okay, I still feel irritated by it though.
hmm
Where it feels like they just create shit just to like sell things and like I
hmm
don't know, whatever.
Probably. And see, this is how he look in the Clone Wars. The Darth Maul. I'm trying to unlock this skin. He has the half down is all mechanic.
Oh shit, on. Oh shit, thanks.
hmm I like the saber he has. It's not just only double. That kind of handle that has in
Fuck.
the kind of handle that he has on top.
The guard.
Yeah, I think it looks fucking cool like that. I'm trying to unlock that one. That one I have to do missions for that. Ah, yeah. So I don't know. I'm not gonna buy any for Lando. So I wonder if there's another one that I can buy.
I
Infiltrator.
know, and it's 10:20 and I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna stop the streaming.